Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to FTB Interactions. So we're picking back up today, basically right after last episode. As you can see. Lots of deaths last episode. This galleon's been running just for a couple minutes, and we've got a bunch of it, so... now what I want to do, I want to turn our attention back over to what we're working on, getting our circuits. And we're going to start producing silicon. And I've got to actually I've got a bit of this. I've got a little bit of it. I don't have a lot. I'm going to have to get more. Yeah, and this is where we just need to electrolyze a bunch of sand, get that silicon dioxide, and then run that silicon dioxide. I think there's another option, but I think that's probably the easiest. No, that's it right now. Once we get clay, we can start. We're going to be setting up for clay before too long. But what I'd really like to do before we set up for clay is push for a clayconia. Because these aren't expensive, and I mean, we've already got the starlight crafting table. We just have to get into a bit of botania. So we're going to be starting into that before too long. But for right now, for today, what I want to do is just get a whole bunch of sand. And I'm going to go ahead and get a hopper. And we're going to make this a little bit easier on us. We'll put the hopper right there. Just load that up with sand so it can feed back into this. I do want to go ahead and empty the fluids out of this, though. There is a quest for the stone drum. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do this. There's our stone drum. Quest complete. And I think we get some kind of liquid storage container from this, maybe? Yeah, we get an iron drum for that. Okay. I can't do that. Okay, well, that's not going to work then. In that case, let's just make ourselves a portable tank then. Alright, so there's our portable tank. That's going to complete another quest for us, which doesn't have a reward. And this should be able to empty this out. Could enchant it. I'm not going to just yet. Just set that down right there. Do I not get... does this not make me float anymore? Oxygen? I was thinking oxygen made us float last time around. But while that's running, I am going to have to get a precision laser engraver. So we're going to need 3 circuits. Oh, we got to make the really expensive circuits for this. No. Okay, well, we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the electric pistons. We're going to need 6. Yeah, that's going to be a plate regardless. So 8 aluminum plates for that. I do have... Yeah, I've got aluminum, though. And then I'm going to need, like, 2 sets of aluminum rods. That's done. Oh, gosh. Do I really have enough warp for this right now? We have an Eldritch Guardian Morb. Well, that's good. I might actually put him somewhere as like decoration just so our manor house is like foggy all the time. Because I've used them in the past for stuff like that, so we would have just a foggy base. I think that would be kind of cool, to be honest. So we might do that. We'll see. So there's our aluminum rods. There's our aluminum plates. Back over to this. We are also going to need 2 electric motors. So I am going to need one more. I'm going to have to lathe one more set of aluminum though. And can we make these in this? Wow, this forge hammer can make aluminum gears. It's amazing. See, we could just use the bronze one. There's no reason to make an LV one. Like last time around, I was like, oh yeah, we'll make LV, but there's no reason. And then we're gonna need magnetic steel rods. I think I've actually got the steel rods. Yeah, that's easy enough then. As soon as I find, there we go, there's our polarizer. And we can go ahead and get our 2 electric motors. That doesn't complete anything. And then our electric piston. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing. Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. There's our other electric piston. And then I'm going to need... Oof. Well, we did get the diodes from that quest, so at least that's done. I've just got to make all those circuits. For some reason, I hate making circuits. Oh, we're going to need more here, too. So that's good. And then we're going to need 4 electrum rods. So I'm going to need to make 20 integrated circuits. And I'm going to need a lot more red alloy. Oh, wait, it's copper. Takes a bit right now to get our silicon dioxide, or our silicon, but it actually goes extremely far once we start making wafers, because it processes down and everything, and we end up making a ton of it, so that'll be fine. And I'm going to go ahead and drop our silicon dioxide in, because I think... I don't remember how much silicon we actually needed for this, though. Oh, 32. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have quite enough yet. Okay, there is our 20 integrated logic circuits. And then we've got to make these. I'm going to need more red alloy cable. That's fine. I'm running more, so... and I should probably run some more steel plates. I think I've got some over here. Yeah, there's 30. I'm going to go ahead and just turn all this into plates. And I'm going to get a little bit more of this ran into cables, I think. Like another 16. Though I do have... I got enough of that, but I'll have plenty of alloy ingots, so... Cable is what we tend to always use a lot of, so... Now, we probably get some of these from, like, quest rewards or whatever, but there's 5... Is 5 all I needed? That's all I made. Yeah, that's all I needed. Okay. I think so. So... Oh, yeah, I need nether quartz. Ha! 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 I don't think I ever mined any of that. Yeah, I don't guess I found any nether quartz. Spawns commonly. Nether barite, nether quartz. Okay. Well, we actually have our armor on, so this actually may not be too bad this time around. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop down, and I want to come out along this side just a little bit. See if we spot any. If not, we might use our teleport a bit deeper into the nether. I do know a server restart's going to be upon us before long, though. I do feel a lot safer when we've got our armor on. Hey, here's bauxite. I will be back for that. It's actually hard to spot. There's no telling how much of it we actually passed while we were out looking for it. Because it just blends in so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know where this goes. Hey, is that... oh gosh. Is this over here yet? I think this is it. Yeah, nether quartz ore. I'm really glad bauxite was just right up the hill from me that whole time. Would have saved me a whole lot of headache last episode. Oh, it looks like somebody might have already been over here mining up. And I'm actually wondering... Yeah, we get some nether quartz from that quest reward. Okay. So, there is our emitter. Awesome. And how's this doing? That should be enough for us, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that there. Yeah, I'm actually on my second round of sand. I'm probably going to be running this a bit. Just whenever I think about it, drop it in. These circuits, they're going to go really far, or these wafers. Oh yeah, and I got that. For some reason I didn't have it stacked, so. But these wafers will go really far for us, so that won't be a problem. And then, let's see, there's our precision laser engraver. So we got that. We're going to go ahead and just run that up. And we'll set up our precision... Well, actually, I guess we'll just put it right here. That's got power. And I think having the 4 blue steel cables, they should be able to pump enough power into this. I do believe. And then, in addition... I'm not making these circuits. I'm making the other circuits. Those are MV circuits. It's not going to take a whole lot of work to get up to where we can make MV circuits, but I'm not going to push for that right now. I really just want the LV circuits at present. So I'm going to be making the basic electronic circuits. Wafers. We're going to need red garnet lenses or ruby lenses, jasper lenses, almandine, rutile, and then we just have to get a plate, which, yeah, we're going to have to cut an entire block of the stuff. Not a big deal. I just don't know. I've got ruby ore, so. Now, as far as processing this, we can just process it through the squeezer. Centrifuging it, we get some red garnets. I'm not making enough right now. I'm just going to run it through the squeezer. For the time being, because I only need 9 of it, so. And we'll just toss that into the autoclave, get that running, and at this point we can now make our monocrystalline silicon boule. So it's gallium, it's silicon, and we're going to need a program circuit set to configuration 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. And let's drop that into our input bus along with our gallium that I don't have on me. But I got lots of it. So I got a ton of this stuff building up here. Yeah, we're just going to be making 1 for right now. Silicon boules, still a little bit costly, but we're going to get that fully automated before too long. And I'm still a little bit short on silicon. I was thinking I had enough, but I need a half stack of silicon dust. Okay, I got the silicon that we need, so we'll get that running. That's going to make us our very first, and I think we're going to get a quest reward for this. It's going to make us, it's going to take a little bit, looks like. This is taking a bit to run. What does it take for us to get the Astral chicken? We could pull this off now. Let's go ahead and do that, because as soon as we get the Astral chicken, we're going to be automating liquid starlight, and that's when we're going to set up our autoclaves. Oh, but I don't have the aquamarine. No. Sapphire ran through, has a 50% chance or 100% with liquid starlight. Yeah, do I have much in the way of sapphires? I do not have any. Where do we get sapphires at? Ordo and sapphire. It's going to be cold biomes only. Dyer's alkanet. Alright. Well, let me go ahead and get the chickens. We'll get this laid out anyways. Might be quickest just to go ahead and hit up astral temples, which looks like the sun's actually just coming up right now, so that's perfect. How does this go? There's that. But there's our 9 rubies. Do we just, Nope. Nope, that's not how we do it. Do we compress it? Yeah, we just compress it. Steam compressor will not do it. I'm going to have to actually upgrade my compressor. That's fine. Basic compressor. Yeah, this would be great. Let's go ahead and shoot for that. What do I need? There we go. Basic compressor. Those are really easy to make right now. And we got a quest complete for getting that. And we got cooked tofutten. So, yeah, we still haven't made the forge hammer. We'll make that at some point. I'm not that worried about it. So in that case, let me go ahead and pull that off. Let me attach a piece of our blue steel cable in right there. And we'll drop in our compressor there. And that's where the forge hammer is going to go, of course. And we'll just throw that in. Get that running. There's our block of ruby. And then to get the lens, actually it's just the cutting machine for that. And I think it's going to give us 9 plates, and then we have to run that plate through the lathe to get our lens. There is that. Okay, so there's our precision laser engraver ready to go with its ruby lens. It looks like this has finished. There's our monocrystalline silicon bull. Oh, that doesn't complete a quest. Okay. And then we have to run this first through the cutting saw. It's going to give us 16 wafers, which I think that does complete a quest. I think. I was thinking that, let's see, is it this? Oh, we actually don't have the monocrystalline silicon bull quest yet. Because they want us to get advanced circuit parts. Silicon. I don't know how to do how to unlock this quest. But yeah, whenever that does unlock, we will get 8 there, and then we get 32 wafers there. It's fine. We'll just get it whenever. It's just going to be a boost in wafers. They're not hard to make, so it's not a big deal. Wait, I need to go back over here. There's our 16 wafers, and then our 16 wafers. What do I need for the actual circuit? We need integrated circuits. So these are integrated circuit wafers to the cutting saw. Integrated circuit wafers are just ran through like that. So we'll get these running. But you will notice that whenever, like, the integrated circuits make 8 at a time from each integrated circuit wafer. So they're going to go pretty far for us. And then this one wants the central processing units, which takes CPU wafers, which are wafers with like a glass lens or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead, I think, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run all these as this wafer, because it's not like this stuff costs anything to run. I did have to empty the oxygen. Right now I'm not using the oxygen, so I just dumped it. Really, I could put it in the blast furnace, I guess, but because I think we're going to be using a bit of oxygen through the blast furnace here shortly. We can make fused quartz that way. Yeah, I think that's the only way to make fused quartz. So we're going to be making that soon, which is going to take oxygen. Also, we can make steel. But, I mean, yeah, you save on charcoal with this. You do get the dark ashes. I don't know if we actually use dark ashes for much of anything. Ashes and carbon. But there's other ways to get carbon that are really easy. So I don't know that we'll ever make steel this way, simply because first up, it takes a lot longer. Second up, charcoal's free. So it doesn't really, and then it costs oxygen on top of that, so I don't know that we'll bother with it. We'll have to run ardite and cobalt through there. And those do require oxygen. So in that case, I'm actually going to go ahead and just empty this portable tank of oxygen into the blast furnace so that it has it. I'll tell you what, go ahead and leave me 8, because that's still going to give us a stack of these things once it's done, so might as well. No, not the autoclave, the cutting machine. Right, is that where it goes? Well, you have to have the MV cutting saw. Oh man, alright, so I'm going to need more of these circuits. I'm going to need an MV conveyor module, which is just rubber sheets. Diamond saw blade. That's, yeah, we made that before. Yeah, and then the rest of that's all pretty easy. So there is our conveyor module. Okay. So that is done. And then at this point, we're really just, we need the circuits and we need the saw blade. Okay, actually I found, it's the second temple that I found, but look at this. It's 7 aquamarine in it. So I actually have a couple to spare. Because, you know, I've got those 2 back at home, so I will take it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this laid out. And we'll get this running. Hopefully I've got time to get both of them made. Though I think that's the point that it needs to be at. So I don't think we're going to have enough starlight to get it pulled off. Oh, but it crafted both of them. Perfect. Perfect. So task completed. Astral chicken. Hey. What? Fine, I'll just warp home then. I can't get through the doors. Alright, so we're going to get these breeding. I'm just going to relog. I think it's doing that thing. It does it sometimes where I've just noticed it in this pack where sometimes I can't click on anything. So that's probably what it was. Okay, I'm just going to tuck these away for now. And I'm just going to let these breed. I'll come back and maybe speed them up, but that's not my priority right this second. I need to get my inventory dumped, and I need to get finish getting this crafted up. Okay, so there's our 8 logic circuits, and then we'll get our brass gear, and we will get the saw blade. There's that, and then 2 of those. Then we'll get our cutting machine. There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to set this up right over here. I'm not going to plug this up just yet. It's going to be a whole lot easier once we get our logic pipes to plug this up. Because I'd have to make another machine right now to do this. And a whole setup. And I'm just not going to be using it that much. So I'm just going to manually bucket in a little bit of water. Cut these things down. And we'll call it a day. I don't know how much they take to cut. How much water? 90 millibuckets, yeah. Without this being automated, it's almost just not even worth it to worry too much about it. Alright, so we'll get that running. And this is going to make us a stack of integrated circuits. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost there. We could push on for soldering alloy, but it's just, I don't... Tin is so free. I have so much tin right now. Oh, this thing's slow, though. It is a bit faster once we do, like, the distilled water and stuff, but we'll be getting into that stuff soon. And let me go ahead and throw together a roost. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 roosts, and I'm going to get 2 barrels. So that way, the next time we get a new chicken, we've got space for it. And this has cut our first bits of integrated circuits. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these. We're going to toss these into the assembler so we can start running some circuits. There we go. Our very first basic electronic circuits. And these, we will be able to use these for, you know, pretty much everything that we would be using the regular circuits for. What's it take to make the... yeah, it's going to be a while before we can make the digital miner. So, yeah, we'll be able to make all this stuff with the with those circuits. As well as some of the stuff from logic pipes and stuff that... Well, the stuff that requires circuits from logic pipes. I remember there was a few things and I was just like, ugh, I'd rather just go ahead and make the push so that we have this stuff available to us. So, alright, let's go ahead and get our chickens in place. So we're just going to continue our wall that's going on here. And that. And then I'll just drop them into there so they can start running. And we got 3, 5, 4. and a 465. I'm just going to trash these. Okay, we're up to a 7-10-9 at the moment. There's a 9-10-10 and a 10-10-10. And there's another 10-10-10. Okay, so now I'm going to need, what, 14 more chickens? So let me get 28 of these. There you go. There we go. There's our 16 chickens. Alright, you're too slow. There you go. Alright. And that's going to start making our Astral enriched eggs. We can grab these, complete that quest, and we're going to get a floating crystal. Whoa! Size 400, purity 100%, cutting 100%. Something seems to be here, but understanding of it is not yet revealed. That is insane. We will definitely use that. Definitely. Is it used to craft anything? Necromantic Prime is all I see. Okay. And we're making circuits. One other thing I want to do this episode, let me dump off, let me dump off my inventory real quick. Yeah, this is just wrapping up. So there's 40 more of those. Didn't even use a whole bucket of water. But we'll have an entire stack of electronic circuits. So I think we'll be good for a bit with that. And if not, they're really easy to make. And I've got a whole other stack of wafers worth here. Not to mention that I do have basically another phenolic circuit board over here with the silicon that I have left over. So, or not a phenolic, another monoclastic thingamajig. Whatever it's called. Okay, so at this point, what I would like to do, let me get this iron drum here. And do I have, yeah, I've got fluid conduits over here. Let me grab a few of these. I won't need that many, or I shouldn't need that many, but we'll see. And let me grab these item conduits. Our light well. I've never actually tried to run, I don't think that I've ever tried to run a light well without being able to see the sky. If it does work, it's going to be horrible, like efficiency, but I'm not really worried about efficiency. Let me grab this. I just want to see if this works. Nah. Not even a little bit. That's fine. Let me just grab a stack of these. Once we get our logic pipes set up, we'll have them routed from downstairs. I could set up the chickens up here, like outside, but I really don't want to do that, and the reason being is because I want all my chickens really in the same place. So what I'm going to do is, let me see, can I pull out liquid from the side of a light well? Because if so, I want it ground level. If not, that's fine too. No, I'm not going to be able to. It's fine. We'll just place it right up there then. The liquid will come out extract always active, and it's just going to feed over into this stone drum. Insert. No, that's right. I need a clicker, don't I? Oh, but we can. We've got a few things we'll have to get together to make it happen, but we can make a mechanical user. We'll have to get... Oh, this is... We'll have to mix sulfur, redstone, blaze powder, and brine. It's going to take a little bit to get up to that point. I think our main options... I'm probably just going to do it manual for right now, which is okay. Because we'll get liquid starlight and I can just throw some in here periodically. Mechanical user... We could. It's just going to take a little bit of setup, a few things we have to get before we're going to be able to do it. But I think probably the method that we're going to go with is probably going to be golems. I think golems is actually going to be a bit cheaper, and I need to push into Thaumcraft anyways. So we'll automate that before too long with just Thaumcraft, I believe is what we're going to do. I don't think, well, no, I know that's not in here. And I looked up the cyclic user, but it's disabled in this pack, so yeah, this isn't going to make a whole lot, but at least I can make easy starlight until we get it automated. Then once we get it automated, it's pretty much, that's, you know, that's all she wrote as far as liquid starlight goes, so that will not be too bad. And out of curiosity, when does this stuff become available to us? Energy Condenser Mark II. And I think maybe it comes from dungeons for that. Antimatter Relay. I tell you what. Give me a second here. I didn't realize this was so cheap. I mean, EMC is not a big deal, but free EMC is even better. There's our block of coal. And set that there for right now. Go ahead and smack that. There's that. There's that. And oh, we need a glass lens. And hey, it happens to be nighttime. We actually got a lot of Astral sorcery done the last couple episodes too. It's all been pretty easy stuff, but we might start pushing Astral pretty hard here soon, because we're kind of getting into that position to start really pushing magic mods. But I want to start off with logic pipes before I push the magic mods, I think. And there we go, power flowers. And I'm going to end up making this look nicer, but I want to get the layout in place first before I bother, to be honest. And then I'll probably do it just in the crack rock to make it look like it's part of the wall, is I think what I'm going to do. But we're going to run this out. Honestly, I'm not using this one room back here that much at this point, so I'm just going to take this advanced item collector. I may make another one later. But I want to put this here and just feed it, well, actually we'll just move it, to right over here. Put the advanced item collector there, and we're going to say that, by the way, can I get another transmutation tablet? Let me grab one of these. We're going to say that you accept sand and don't accept the rest of the stuff in this filter. Just so I don't have to worry about dropping something on the ground. Place that in. We'll put a transmutation tablet down here so we have access to it. And yeah, and I think this is going to be glass. But for right now, we'll do that. We'll do that. Place those blocks in right there. And then I'll put a block in right here. I know this is ugly. I'm going to clean it up between episodes. I'm going to go ahead for right now. I'm going to put block right there. And go ahead and block that off. And we'll put our torch right there. And then I just have to get a bucket of lava. Let me get my gloves on. Though I think with our fire resistance now, it probably wouldn't hurt nearly as bad. But we'll go ahead and put that in. Oh, whoops. We'll put that in over on this side. And we'll give it just a second to run down. Okay, so then we will start that up. And we're going to start building up free EMC. Awesome. Yeah, and then this will run on the server and just keep making us EMC, basically. And then what we're going to do, I've got to pop over because I don't have my teleporter anymore. Luckily, I mean, it's just right across the yard, basically. Honestly, I think this area is chunk loaded, to be honest. Let me just pop through over to here. And let's see, we're going to need 1 of that, 5 of that. So that, and we got aluminum, and then we'll just pop on home. I'm gonna need, I may have to run the alloy smelter for just a moment, because I think, no, I've got brass. Okay, let me just pop that into the lathe real quick. There's our brass rods, and we're going to get our very first Klein star. I will continue making these periodically because I can upgrade them, you know, and I think... Oh, we actually get a Spectre anchor. But I think we're going to be... Oh, we're not going to be using it for anything in particular. Alright, well... Let's go ahead, and what we could do is we could take this and charge it from here. It's going to take a while for this thing to fill up its buffers, and as we go up to the higher tier Klein stars, we're going to get they're going to be able to store more. But then we can take this and just click it there in the middle, and you can see that our EMC went up. So, and of course that's going to be shared across all of our transmutation tables and tablets and all that stuff. So we basically are now getting free EMC, and then I can just leave this in here, you know, and let it store. One thing I might do though, I grabbed a void upgrade, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do this just to make sure that this never backs up, because if I let this start spewing sand into the world, it won't be good. And what we're going to do, we're going to set up our barrel here. Go ahead and just pull this up. I'm going to attach it right there. It's going to start getting that sand. We'll go ahead then and just lock that in and apply a barrel void upgrade. And then we're going to run this down and insert it like so. And it looks like it's not going to be, the item conduits aren't going to be as fast as the collection, but it's going to be really close. They might actually be close. They might be close enough. Yeah, because it looks like I'm just barely getting negative. Running negative at the moment. So that's good. That's good. I won't have to put, I was going to put a, you know, speed upgrade in it, but I won't have to do that. So this will fill up the Klein star, and then it'll fill up its storage. I think this collector can... store like 100,000-ish range, and so then worst comes to worst, I don't know what the Klein Star in stores, probably 100,000 at least, if not more. So I'll at least have a few 100,000 EMC, you know, built up. Plus, I could potentially have a lot of sand in here. So one thing I could do, because we got a bunch from quests, and that way if I ever do log on, and down the road this thing has 64 stacks in it or something, and I pull it out, it's going to be not wasting. Right out the gate, you know, it'll be able to handle that. There we go. Because you can see this thing can eat sand super fast. So, and there we go. Now it's kicking away. And then I can just grab this out. There we go. There's another like 1,000 EMC. And that way, that's another thing we don't have to worry too much about anymore. I don't have to... I mean, I've been dumping sapling. It's been free, but now I've just got passive EMC generation from sand. Now, this will not make aquamarine. I've checked the configs. This doesn't make aquamarine, so we don't have to worry about aquamarine building up or anything like that. But, yeah, I think with that, we are going to end out this episode here, because I know it's about wrapping up point, but we do have electronic circuits. We have Astral Chicken running. We will be automating that here before too long, but even still at this point, liquid starlight's a whole lot easier, because before, you know, my options, I can make aluminum and run that, you know, it's whatever. Honestly, I think rock crystal's easier and better than running aluminum. Aluminum's not hard. I just have to go to another dimension and I'm lazy. about it, to be honest, but it's either aluminum or nitor. I can't remember. One of those two makes can make liquid starlight in this pack. But this is like one of the first packs where rock crystal is a whole lot easier than aquamarine, to be honest. But now we have these enriched eggs, so we don't have to worry about it at all. So, but yeah, so I'm going to end out this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.